Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jack Regan, the Globecutter. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm joined here today by Alex.
Hi everybody.
I'm going to be giving Alex a haircut and explaining everything I'm doing as I'm doing it. And as I'm doing it, we're going to be talking about where he's been, what he's been up to, and all that kind of stuff. Let's get it.
I usually have it short on the sides and on the back, and then a bit longer on the top, and brush it over.
Brush it over to this side, yeah? Okay, cool. What grade on the sides?
Usually a 3, please.
Grade 3, yeah? Okay, cool. Because you're travelling, do you want to go a little bit shorter?
Yeah, sounds good.
Just we do a grade 2 just around the edges. Back of the neck, do you want it tapered or do you want it squared off?
Tapered is good.
Cool. Alright guys, if you come a little bit closer, I'm going to show you how to section off the top of his hair into a halo. I've just wet his hair down just to help me section it a little bit. So if you look here, I'm just making a definitive line from his recession line, which is here. Okay, so that's where the hair starts to dip. That's where I'm going to take my section. Just like so. I'm going to put a clip in there because it's windy out here. I'm going to put a clip in there just to hold it in place. Cool. Alright guys, so we've sectioned it off, as you can see here, recession line, recession line. We're going to do a 2 back and sides as I said before, so I'm going to start off by going in with a 3.5. Okay, so that's a grade 3, and then open it out to a grade 3.5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my grade 3.5 all the way around the head. And then grade 3.5 all the way around the head there, pulling the ear back, going up. And what I'm going to do is this motion here, which is your C motion. Okay, going from the ear right up to the top there, and I'm going to work that all the way around the head, dipping it slightly lower at the back here. All right. Alright, cool. So guys, just jumping in there, I've just done my grade 3.5. Okay, so this is the line I've just followed with that grade 3.5. Okay, so just cleaning that surface area there. I'm now going to flick the blade up, turn it into a grade 3, and I'm going to go just below that line. So grade 3.5 comes up there, grade 3 goes just below it. Alright, pulling that ear down and just pushing it up to there. Okay, taking the same shape. Okay, so the whole time I'm creating that shape. Whichever grade I'm doing, it doesn't matter what grade I'm doing, I'm still keeping that solid shape the whole way through. So I'm going to work around here and just take all of that off with that grade 3. And I'm just going to work all the way around the head, just keeping it just a millimetre shorter than the grade 3.5. Now Alex, what have you been up to in Koh Phangan?
So arrived 3 days ago now, and to be honest with you, with how intense my work's been, can't say I've done a lot other than sit on the beach.
Relax time.
Yeah, went to the night market last night.
Yep. How was that?
Ate a lot of food. It was very nice.
Food out here is so cheap, it's lovely, and it's really nice as well. Yeah. It's like everyone's just standing on the side of the road cooking home meals and selling it for next to nothing. Yeah. Beautiful, man.
I like being able to have a wide choice of food.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's everything. Especially down in Thong Salar night market, there is everything to choose from down there. Alright, so grade 3 and 3.5 is done. I'm now going to put on the right grade, not the wrong one, which I have in here somewhere, grade 2. Right, so grade 2, that's going on. I'm going to open the blade out to a 2.5. Okay, so we've got grade 3.5, grade 3, and now I'm going to go in with my 2.5 just below that grade 3. I'm just going to take all that hair off there, and now you can see it's starting to blend out there. So I'm going back down just above the occipital bone, which is here. This is the occipital bone, and 2.5 is going just above that, because we're doing a grade 2 back and sides. So the grade 2 is going to come to the occipital bone there. Okay, keeping that C shape the whole way through. So there's the 2.5, and you can see the hair starting to blend out now. Alright, if you come around this side, I'm just going to finish off this side here. Alex, just tip your head back up for me, mate. That's it. Alright, keeping that shape, dipping it low, keeping that angle and bringing it up to the top. Always combing the hair down to make sure you're catching every little hair there. Especially out here because it's hot and sweaty and the hair's getting stuck everywhere. So we must make sure we're combing it. As you can see, when I put the clippers in, it moves the hair about. So you can see all the curly hairs there. By the time I've combed that down, we've got a nice solid platform to start again from. Alright, pulling that ear down, top of the clippers in. I'm just going to catch all of that hair there. Alright, going in this side and going up. Right, final grade. Grade 2. Okay, so we've gone from a 2.5 to a 2. And what I'm going to do is take that grade 2 to that point. Alright, so we've got that point there. Grade 2 is going to there. Again, ear down. And just get that final grade in, keeping the final shape. Okay, why am I dropping it low down the back, I hear you ask, Alex?
Why are you dropping it low?
It's going to create a nice shape for the haircut. Okay, where the head is rounded off, if the hair's darker up here, it creates a nice shape into the head. From a side peripheral, if you come around here on the side, you can see the darkness of it dipping into the back of his neck there. So we want to keep that shape and elevate it up onto the top of the head. Okay, thanks for asking that question, Alex. Again, don't be frightened to pull the ear down. Okay, when I first started cutting hair, I was really scared to touch people's ears, and I was scared to pull it in case I hurt somebody or whatever. You've got to pull that ear down. Does that hurt, Alex?
No.
No, are you sure? Am I hurting you, Alex?
No.
It doesn't hurt him. He's tough, it doesn't hurt him. So get that ear out the way. So when I go behind the ear, I pull the ear forward. When I go in front of the ear, I pull the ear back. That gives it a solid foundation for me to work my clippers through there. Also, if I leave his ear alone, the chance of me catching his ear are quite high. So if I just pull that out the way there's no chance, and I can smoothly go through that section there. Boom, clipper work's done. Alright guys, so I've done my clipper work. Bantai Beach.
Bantai Beach.
Koh Phangan Island in Thailand, and we're on Bantai Beach somewhere. Anyone?
Rangaroon Resort.
Rangaroon Resort. Remember that, mate. I'm going to take the edges, go around his ears and show you how to do all of that. So Alex, head up a little bit for me, mate. Do you keep all of this stubble, or do you want me to put a line into your sideburns? Put a line into the sideburns. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take that there, pop that line in. Hair, bald, beard. That's not a look we're going for. It's not a look anyone should ever go for. Okay, so we're going to put that line in there, bosh, and again, just use the corner of the clippers just to blend it out into the beard. A phobia of mine when I first started was cutting the top of the ear with the clippers. Alright, as long as you're gentle and as long as you pull the ear back so you've got a nice bit of tension there, you're not going to cut them. Going around the edges, ear forward, getting close, and I'll show you how to use this. I'm going to use my finger as a guide. So the clipper's going to go onto my finger there. I'm going to draw around his ear and match up to the line that I've just done. So that line there, pull that forward, clipper rested on the finger. I'm just going to go around his ear there. Now I'm going to work down the back of the neck with the mini clippers. create a nice solid line, working with his hairline. With all of Alex's sun cream clogging up the clippers. Alright, we need sun cream out here, it's really hot. Right, comb in, tapering that neckline out. So you've got all these little stubbly hairs here, okay? I'm just going to put the comb in and pull the top of the comb away from the hair, okay? So the top teeth of the comb are going to come away from the hair, and I'm just going to flick those hairs off there. Okay, the reason I do that is so that I don't cut into the hair. If I do that and take that off, there's going to be a big hole there. So make sure the top of that comb comes out away from the hair, and you're not going to get any lines or holes or anything, okay? Feeling fresh yet, Alex?
Nice breeze.
Nice breeze. Nice summer breeze. Watch. Who sings that? Summer breeze. Just comment, let me know what that song is. Summer breeze. Because I can't think of it and it's going to annoy me for the rest of the day. So comment. Alright, it's the same as the other side. I've put my line in and I'm just using the edges of the clippers just to flick out that beard so we don't get hair bald beard. Not a good look. Cleanliness is key. Doesn't matter about how long you take to do a haircut, okay? Doesn't matter how long you take, it doesn't matter how much you're charging. Do a free haircut and take 2 hours if you want. Get it right, because once you've got it right, your cleanliness will come, and then your speed will come after your cleanliness is there. Don't rush, please. It's my biggest hate. Do not rush at the beginning. Been told. Telling off the people of YouTube now. Not a good start. So every haircut I'm going to be doing on this channel, guys, is real life barber situation. I do not know what we're going to ask for when we sit down. I'm not picking out specific haircuts. I'm just grabbing people. If they want a haircut, great. Sit down, tell me what you want. I'm going to cut your hair as if we are in a barbershop. A good way to learn because it's real life. Like next week I might have a skin fade. Week after that it might be really long hair. You just don't know what's coming up. I don't know what's going to happen when someone sits in my chair in a barbershop, okay? So you need to be prepared for every situation, which is what I'm going to be giving to you. But what I'm now going to do is show you how to do some scissor over comb. Alex, do you have a parting, or do you just brush it all over to the side? Brush it all over. Just brush it all over, so no parting. We're just going to work up and take off any extra loose hairs that the clipper marks have left. Okay, it's really important that you use your mirror in your shop, guys. If you've got a mirror in front of you, it's there for a reason. It's not there so that Alex can, you know, check himself out and make sure he looks good. That line there is now starting to soften. Okay, I've just taken that line out that the clipper mark had left and just blended it up into the top of the head slightly. So keeping your scissor work nice and clean. Okay, just moving your thumb if you can. Think of this. Think of your scissor over comb, sorry, as a manual pair of clippers. Okay, so that blade there is going to go onto your comb and stay still. And when I work up the head, okay, just moving your thumb only. It's going to give you so much more control, okay? And again, practice that and the speed will come. Okay, so I'm going to work around the head and just keep going over that with the scissor over comb with the same technique that I just showed you. And while I do that, I'm going to ask Alex, where are you going next, mate? What are you doing after the Koh Phangan Thailand?
Going to Chiang Mai for my 30 days of rope. We'll look at the famous Lantern Festival. I'm quite keen to see. There's over 1,000 lanterns.
1,000 lanterns in Chiang Mai. Whereabouts is that?
I'm not too sure where it is.
Just going to fly there and hope for the best.
Fly there and follow the
Fly there and
signs.
follow the lanterns.
Yeah.
Just going to find 1,000 lanterns floating in the sky. Life of a backpacker, you just make it up as you go along, basically. I've just smoothed out all of the lines from the clippers with the scissor over comb and just made sure that there's no bumps or lumps or line, and if it is, then it's Alex's weird shaped head.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've done that. What we're going to do now is wet his hair down with the best water you can find, which is natural sea salt water. I've got an unlimited supply right in front of me, so I'm going to spray his hair down with this, and Alex is going to have a sigh of relief when I wet his hair down because it is warm. For those of you back home in London, America, Australia, wherever you guys are watching, make sure the client washes their hair first. Get the wax out because wax blunts scissors. Okay, if there's wax left in the hair, it will blunt your scissors over time.
Massage.
Alex wants a massage. You ain't getting a massage, man. I'm not having a massage. Right, so the top of the hair, we're now going to cut this in. Okay, you want it kept over to the side, right? When was the last time you had a haircut?
5 weeks ago.
5 weeks ago. Okay, cool. So you want about the same sort of length off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, what we're going to do first, guys, is if you come around this side, I'll show you what we're going to do to blend it in to start with. Okay. So if he's coming over to this side, we're going to take that up there from the clipper line. We're just going to take that off. Okay, so there your clipper marks. That's where your guideline is. So as you can see there, that's my guideline. Okay, and I'm going to blend that into the top of the head there at a 45-degree angle. Working back through the head, picking up your neck section. You can see that guideline there. I'm just going to take that off. Working all the way around. Okay, so now we've got just behind the ear, we've blended that into the side there, as you can see. You may need to go over it a couple more times just to make sure you've caught every bit of hair. I go through the section once, take it off, and then I go back through it and go through it again and take it off one more time, just in case you've missed a little bit. It's always nice to be clean. Cleanliness is key. Cool. So going through here. All right, now we've got to the back of the head. Okay, Alex doesn't have a double crown. He's got no jumpy bits of hair at the back. There's nothing sticking up. He's got normal hair, which is cool. So what we're going to do though is take it at a 90-degree angle and just make sure there's no, just tie up any loose ends. Make sure there's no bits of hair left over or anything like that. Okay, so that's your 90-degree angle through the back there. Okay, we don't want to take his crown off because what it's going to do is that, and it'll do that for about 3 weeks. Which I'm sure he's had before, yeah, as he just said, I've had that before. Right, so we don't want to do that. I want to keep the crown on, okay? Work with the crown, don't just whack it off. So we've kept it at 90-degree angle there. Working back through this side, come around here, I should show you what I'm doing. Right, working through this side, Alex said he has no parting. So I'm just going to take a section here and just blend this side in. Again, same as the other side, 45-degree angle. Just working through all the way to the front. Okay, because what that's going to do then, when he brushes it over to the side, it all blends. Now we're going to find his crown, come around over my shoulder here. Right, Alex's crown is there. I'm going to take a section where his crown is. So that now separates the top of the head from the back of the head. How much off roughly, Alex? We're going to take about that off. Okay, because we still want to keep a little bit of hair on top for Alex to play with. Alright, so I'm going to point cut this just to give Alex some texture. Next section, as you pick that up, you can see there where my guide is from the last hair. Okay, let me pick that up again and show you. There's my guide. You can see it just in there. Yeah? I'm just going to flick that bit off there. Okay? Working through the head, every section, check where your guideline is, and then take that off. Check where your guide is, take that off. Do you want to keep your fringe a little bit longer, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to over direct the fringe. So the fringe is going to come back, if you can see, go around to the front of the head and you can see how far I'm pulling that back. Right, so we're going to over direct his fringe by pulling it back a couple of sections. Okay, if it wasn't an over direction, I would be here and taking that off there, alright? But that's going to make his hair short and choppy, not over to the side. So we're going to take it back slightly and just take that off. So what I'm going to do now is just work back through the hair and just give it some extra texture. Okay, taking your scissors on a vertical and just working through that there. Alright, Alex, run your hands through your hair for me, mate. Is that short enough, or do you want to go a little bit more?
That's great, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so I've done some texture. We've blended it into the sides. We're looking good from the front. I'm just going to come around and double check that it's looking good from the front. Yeah, it's all looking good for me. What we're now going to do is wait for the sun to dry his hair. So back in 5 when his hair's dry, and I'll put some wax. Okay guys, so haircut is done. It's dried off. We even had a dunk in the sea, and it took literally how long?
2 minutes.
About 2 minutes to dry. It is so hot out here. Okay, so obviously I don't have a hairdryer, so it's sun dried, but if I did have a hairdryer, what I would have done, if you come around here, we don't have a parting, so what I would have done was put my nozzle on my hairdryer and just pulled that fringe up with the hairdryer. Okay, so pulling it up and back. If you come around the other side now, what I would have done with the hairdryer was hold it into this position here and blown the hair directed back that way. Okay, so I would have dried his hair back this way to get that nice flick on that fringe, giving some texture in the top, and then just pulling it out nice and smoothly through the top. Do you like it smooth on top, or do you want it quite rough with the wax?
Yeah, smooth, please. Smooth,
right. So again, using a brush, a vent brush, and pull the hairdryer around and pulling it back this way like that. Okay, if you come a little bit closer to the back of his neck, what I'm now going to do is cutthroat the back of his neck. Okay, tilting your customer, i.e. Alex. This is Alex Adler.
Hi everyone.
Alright, okay. Stretching his neck. Okay, even though you've tilted his head to the side, which is going to stretch that bit of skin there anyway, you still want to stretch his neck so that you don't catch it, okay? And what I'm going to do is just follow this line here with the edge of my razor blade. Okay, making sure, running your hands down his neck first to make sure he hasn't got any skin tags or moles or basically anything poking out, second heads or anything like that. Ain't got any second heads, have you, Alex? No second heads today. Just the one. Alright, so that's one side done. Okay, if you just put your chin on your chest for me, mate. That's it, just down. Okay, stretching the back of that neck there. And I'm just going to work through, okay? Alright, okay, now front profile. If you come a little bit closer into here, I'm going to do this section here, okay? Just trying to get into the right position until we head that way. That's it, right. Okay, so I'm going to clean this section here, okay? So I'm going to stretch his head and just run that blade in just to clean off those little white hairs. It just defines that a little bit more, okay? And again, same here. Just cleaning that section there, all right? Cool, so that's one side. Come on the other side. Okay, what I'm going to do is put my palm of my hand on his head and just move all of that hair out of the way with my hands. Then I'm going to stretch with my thumb, okay? So do that again. Just move the hair out of the way, stretch with my thumb. And I'm going to take that hair back into his hairline. Alright. And I've gone quiet because I've got a knife in my hand. And Alex has started shaking. Nervous, mate. Alright, that's cutthroat done. Okay guys, so it's waxing time. Okay, so I'm using a defining paste. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Defining paste. So I'm going to put that there and let that cook in the sun for a little while. Probably melt by the time I've got it. All you need is about that much. All you need, okay? I'm going to rub that right into my hands. Okay, get it into my fingertips as well, because then I'm going to use my fingertips as a comb to pull back through. Alright, so don't be shy. Okay, guys, if you're watching this and you're not a barber and you struggle with doing your hair at home in the mornings, I will show you exactly what you do and why by lunchtime it falls out and you've got nothing left in your hair. Is because in the mirror in the morning you do this. Okay, I'll show you. Get it right in there, okay? Don't be shy. Get the wax right in there, go down to the root, use your fingers as a comb, pulling it back through. And again, guys, don't forget to wax the sides. And I'm going to grab myself a little comb such as this wide tooth comb. You ever seen one of these, Alex? No, wide tooth comb. What this is going to do, put it in the hair, it's going to comb it into position without looking like it's being combed. That for me is finished if you want to do an all-round look of that haircut. That is a grade 2 back and sides, guys. Grade 2 back and sides with a tapered neckline, no parting, pulled over to the side with an over directed fringe. Live on the spot as if he was in the barber shop. Alex, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
No worries, you're more than welcome. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please hit subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the haircut. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you had fun.
I had much fun.
I had much fun as well. Guys, I just want to say a big thanks for you guys for watching. Please hit subscribe, please share this video, tell your mum, tell your friends, tell your classmates, tell your work buddies, tell everybody, like, share and comment. Any barbers that are out there, feel free to talk to me. Any people that want me to promote their products, please hit me up. My email address is on my YouTube account. You can email me directly at YouTube. Again, I just want to say a big thanks to you guys for watching and supporting. My name is Jack Regan, the Globecutter, from Bantai Beach in Thailand. I want to say a big thank you and goodbye.